I got out of the water, told the police call 911, and poor, I probably scared her to death, but she helped me a lot. I pulled a string from my trunk and tied a tourniquet, and she helped me tie a tourniquet, and yeah, we called 911, and yeah, that was basically it. Yeah.
Did you see the shark?
No, not really. I saw him when he bit me. I opened my eyes and I saw him thrashing, but there was so much splashing, and it was such a surprise. I really didn't see it. I have goggles on, but I think like I said, I think I even had my eyes closed. I was just focusing and training, and so.
Do you still have feeling in that hand and arm?
Man, they did a great job. It's incredible. I'm just so lucky, and the doctors did a great job. The mobility in my hands is incredible. I really didn't think I'd have this. I taught anatomy at FIU for a while, so I knew when I was swimming, if that radial artery is severed, I might not get in. So I was really. I thought I was going to lose my arm really. So to do this is.
What kept you going during that whole swim back after?
Fear. Yeah. No, I just started swimming. What's the alternative? So.
And how far was that swim back yard-wise?
Probably about 100 yards. There was 2 sets of breakers that day. It was a rough day, so I was out there a ways. Yeah, I was really worried about boats. I knew I shouldn't be out there that far, but I didn't want to be in the waves. So.
What were you training for?
Just road work. Like I said, I'm a fighter. I do some boxing at a gym here. America's top team on PGA. Muay Thai, and kickboxing, boxing stuff. So it's just road work.
Do you think that training gives you the instinct to just act quickly and make it to shore safely?
100%. I think the fighting really gets you used to fear. Every time you get in the ring, you got some fear, but you just have to go through it. And I think that's, I've been doing it my whole life. So, yeah.
And how long have you been training at Juno? I mean, this is part of your routine. So how long have you been going there?
I grew up in Miami, so I've been going to Juno for a couple of years. Yeah.
So
every
you're
Sunday.
From South Florida.
Yeah. Every year. Every day I go. I go 2 times, 1 time a week at least. Yeah. So.
What do you think about getting back in the water?
It's tough. I'm sure I'll get back in, but I don't know if I'll ever get that zone again. Where you're relaxed, you don't think about anything, you're just thinking about your stroke and stretching out. And so I don't know. One day at a time. I can train somewhere else, just as long as I keep fighting. And now I think I can still go to the gym and in time. And thanks to the doctors, they did an incredible job. Yeah.
Are you right-handed?
Yes, I am.
Would you say your next steps are getting back to the gym and training? Like, what's next for you when you start to feel better?
Just rehab and get in the gym and using my left hand, I guess, more. And yeah.
Were you alert during the whole time? Ambulance ride back during the initial procedures? And if so, what did the doctors do to calm you down and let you know you're in good hands?
When I got on the beach, he said we tied a couple tourniquets on it, and by the time the ambulance came pretty quick, really. Fire rescue came pretty quick, and when I got in the fire rescue, I don't remember much. I think I passed out. I don't know. I don't know if it was from the drugs they gave me, or if I just lost too much blood and passed out. I don't know, but I don't remember much.
Did you think that it was a shark at any point when you?
Oh, I kind of knew it was a shark when it hit me. Yeah.
Do you have an idea what kind of shark it was?
No, I really don't. I can only guess. I'm a biologist. And I've been in this area forever. So I thought it was probably a bull shark or so. Yeah.
Did you ever expect this to happen to you?
About 3 months ago, I kicked a shark when I was swimming, and swam between I kicked it. So I've seen them a lot, but I never thought I'd get bit. I swam with them. I grew up in Florida, swimming the same thing. I've been doing this for 30 years. At least more.
Do you know anyone who's been bit?
No, that's just it. I don't even know anyone's been bit. So.
What was running through your mind?
Just get in before I bleed out. Yeah, before I pass out. Yeah.
You mentioned you taught anatomy for years, so can you kind of tell us what exactly your injuries were?
The doctor could tell you better than I. Like I said, I passed out. I just saw things hanging. I know that my radial, my medial and ulnar nerves are intact, which is crazy. I know my radial artery and ulnar artery are fine. It didn't get too high up here, so my biceps is still attached to my own. So I have my biceps. I got just so fortunate. If it would bit me anywhere else, yeah, I don't think I'd have made it. If your life turns on a millimeter. If it had severed some of those arteries, I don't think I'd have made it in, you know. So
Stephen, as a shark bite victim, some people might call you unlucky, but
oh,
how
I'm the
lucky do you feel?
I'm the luckiest guy, man. Yeah, I feel really lucky. Yeah, super lucky.
Can you explain the pain?
I didn't feel any really. It's incredible. I don't know. I've talked to a doc, but I guess it's adrenaline, and you know, just you don't think about it. Your mind on something else, and yeah, and it just happens so fast. You know, like you cut yourself with a knife sometimes, and you don't feel it first minute. You know, it goes like that. You know, I just didn't feel it, and to just focus on getting in, keeping my arm out of the water, because I thought, you know, if it is he thought I was a fish, I'm sure, and let me go. But if I put it in the water, you know, it's going to come back, so I got to keep it out. So, yeah, it was tough swimming in, and it was rough, and throwing me on the rocks when I got in, you know, and just, you know, the waves would toss me around, and like, you know, but, so that was painful, getting thrown on the rocks, and there's some rocks when you come in up there, and so.
Were the waves throwing you on the rocks?
Yeah, the waves were throwing me on the rocks, you know.
So it was
Yeah.
rough.
So it was real rough. You know, like I said, there's 2 sets of breakers, so it was a rough day. That's why I was so far out, or I would have been closer, you know.
Your thank you list is pretty long, but have you been able to get in contact with the woman who called 911?
No, that's what I wanted to go by the fire unit that took care of me and tell them thank you and really meet.
Would you like to get in touch with her?
I really would. I was going to ask you if I could. I would love to, yeah.
And she actually like to talk to you too. She's
Okay.
worried about you and trying to get started. I talked to her on the way down here, and
I know I freaked her out. I feel so bad, but she helped me so much. She was my savior, yeah.
I'm concerned about you, and that just hasn't been any feedback or news.
Come on over.
Get in here.
You don't have to talk through the crowd. He
Hey.
can tell you what happened on the beach.
How you doing? Gordon Wilson. Nice to meet you again.
Thank you.
I wrapped up your arm and put the other tourniquet on you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that tourniquet
And,
killed me, man.
Yeah. You weren't unconscious.
Oh no, I
But-
don't remember
But you
anything.
were really focused on the pain, and but you would answer questions when we would ask.
Oh,
you.
really?
You weren't real talkative or anything like that, but your color looks a lot better.
Oh, good. I feel a lot better.
But
Oh, thank you, man.
The lady's name is Eva, and I talked to her on the way down, and she wanted me to express that she hopes you're doing better, and
Oh,
she's
great.
interested in talking to you, and I would tell her I would put you in touch with her.
Oh, good. If you could give me your contact, I would love to take her some flowers or something. You know, just yeah. She was great. Yeah.
So I told her I was coming down. She was excited that I was coming down and going to get some news and stuff. So
Cool.
yeah, she's kind of excited too.
Oh, good. Tell her thank you for me. And I'll tell her too.
Yeah, and I'll talk to you after all this. is
Okay,
over, but,
great.
I'm a lifeguard, ocean rescue, swimmer, and stuff like that. I've
Oh.
been through what you've been through before.
Yeah.
About 25 years ago.
No way.
Yeah. So if you any questions or whatever, I'm happy to help.
Oh, cool. I'll definitely call you. I do have some. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah.
So,
Just some like mental stuff I want to ask you. Yeah.
yep. So you got any questions? Because you had a
No.
bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah. How bad was it when you saw it?
It was one of the worst bites that I've seen.
Really? Okay.
It was worse than the one that I had, and I remember telling you when I finally unwrapped because they had some towels wrapped
Yeah.
around, and after I got my tourniquet on and I went to go wrap you up, I was telling you, don't look at this.
Yeah, I
Look
remember.
away, look
Oh,
away,
I remember that. Yeah.
So
I remember that now. Yeah.
So, but it's wow, seeing you move
Can
your
you
hands
believe
is,
that, man? Like,
that's amazing. That's
it's
amazing.
incredible, huh?
Yeah, and I really hope you can get back to swimming again. At
Yeah,
some
me
point.
too. Me too.
But I actually brought you something. Something I started carrying a couple of years ago. This is called a rat tourniquet. My lifeguard, I keep it in my pocket when I do. With the fire department, we do a lot of water rescue.
Yeah, yeah.
With my water rescue background, the fire department, we do a lot.
No
Can we-
cameras.
just-
Yeah,
just
use
look
the
at
gas.
Whoever's asking a question,
Yeah,
okay.
whoever asks questions.
Yeah. This is Dave. Just another day in life, right? Yeah, everybody
So
good?
just go ahead and introduce yourself, first and last name and title,
Dr. Ramsayer, trauma surgeon.
and spell that for us, please.
Ramseyer, first name Matthew.
Can you tell us about the patient, the extent of the injuries, and how you treated the patient?
Mr. Reinhardt was brought to us by EMS, and he was well treated in the field. He had a tourniquet in place already, so his bleeding was controlled. Luckily, he wasn't in shock, but with this type of injury, being exposed to both water and having blood loss, it's easy for a patient to go into shock because of the temperature change and the blood loss. He was in discomfort, but it was well controlled by EMS, and we assessed his injuries on arrival.
Do you have any estimate as to how much blood he lost?
It would be difficult to say, but I would say that with his quick action of having a bystander install a tourniquet and then having EMS come and put on a more formal tourniquet, they mitigated the potential for larger blood loss.
And aside from blood loss, how does that help in just rehabbing him to the state that he is now, able to have full use of that?
Well, he actually didn't require any transfusion, which is excellent when people are exposed to large injuries where they've lost a large amount of their blood volume and have to be transfused. Often that leads to an intensive care unit stay, and then that leads to a longer stay within the hospital.
How many shark bites have you treated?
This is my third.
Would you say it's in terms of extent of damage?
This is the worst shark bite that I've managed myself.
Is this your third shark bite in how many years?
This is my third shark bite here at St. Mary's in the last 7 years.
What has his recovery process been like?
Mr. Reinhardt is very motivated and he's in excellent shape. And he was actually very fortunate with his extensive injury to not have a major arterial or nervous injury. The majority of the injury was soft tissue. So aside from managing the lacerations and then requiring some closure of the wounds with skin grafting, his recovery has been very speedy, and he's actually on his way out of the hospital soon.
You expect him to have full mobility and recovery, or what do you?
Mr. Reinhardt will have full mobility of his arm, and with some physical therapy, I think he'll regain full strength over the course of the next couple of months.
What kinds of exercises is he doing in physical therapy?
What kinds of exercises are you doing with physical therapy?
It's good OT, just little finger exercises to be able to make a fist, and couldn't really make a fist, and now it's every day it's just kind of more and more. So yeah, it's really functional now.
Do you have to reattach muscle or anything like that, or is it just?
The majority of the injury was soft tissue, and there was partial transection of muscle in both the extensor and flexor compartments, so we put those back together. And oftentimes they find their way back together on their own. Luckily, he didn't have any major connective tissue injury with tendons, so we didn't have to fix any tendons.
I don't know if you could speak for your colleagues, doctor, but are these shark bites something that you're seeing more commonly in the ER?
I don't know. We'd have to look back at the statistics over the last several years, but typically we see 2 or 3 shark bites a year.
Can you talk about the skin graft on his leg? Why did you do that?
So there was some tissue loss related to the initial injury, and we were able to close the majority of the lacerations caused by the animal bite, but there was tissue loss that required transfer of skin from his leg to the arm in order to close the wounds.
What's the biggest concern when people are bit by sharks?
Well, the initial concern would be managing blood loss, because these are destructive injuries and they're very deep and they can involve arterial structures or venous structures. So having good control of the bleeding from the initial injury is our highest concern, which often falls on EMS. In this case, they've done an excellent job at mitigating major blood loss.
Okay, how many surgeries has he undergone on his arm since surgery?
2.
2? Okay. Okay, and was it from his forearm to, I guess,
It was distal to the elbow and involved both the volar and dorsal surface of the forearm.
Did you expect when you? Obviously, your first response is to get him, I guess, stabilized and all that. Did you expect? Or when did you first think that he would have a full recovery? Was it kind of soon after, or has it been a while? Has it been since?
On initial evaluation, Mr. Reinhardt was able to move his arm, which was favorable, but under exploration in the operating room, we found that there was no major vascular injury or nervous injury, and at that point, we realized that he would have a good recovery.
What were your spirits like, Mr. Reinhardt, as you were recovering?
Really?
What were your spirits like? Were you hopeful?
I'm very happy. I always think it's funny that I'm so happy that I got good, I'm so happy that I was just fortunate and that I had a good team of doctors. And the doctors did such a good job on me. I'm really thankful for that.
And then there's one more questions for fire rescue too.
Yeah.
Are the mics okay to pick up what he's saying, or do you want him to
I
mic
think
up?
as long as you speak
Not great, honestly.
All right, let's
Yeah,
move on.
we can move them.
Yeah, we can move.
All right.
Good for her.
Oh, no, you stay there. We'll just move the mics. Unless you guys want to move them.
Yeah, I can wear them and just put them on.
What is this over?
Your head on his shoulder.
There you go.
Yeah.
You guys okay with this? Moving?
Yeah, we're okay. I'm okay.
Yeah. I don't know whose mic didn't pick it up, but I'll just move them all.
Yeah, it sounds better if it's closer. It's kind of hollow. It's kind of hollow.
That's my skills.
All right.
There you go.
Ready? Okay. First and last name and title whenever you're ready.
Gordon Wilson. I'm a driver operator, firefighter, paramedic with Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. I'm the driver operator on A shift at Station 15 in Juno Beach.
I don't think Mr. Reinhardt knew until you shared with him that you're also a shark bite survivor. Did that help prep you for what you were witnessing upon your arrival to the call?
I've had a lot of stuff to prepare me for that. I'll going all the way back to being a Boy Scout, learning first aid when I was a kid, and then getting into EMS, lifeguarding at the beach, getting my EMT, moving forward my whole career. Palm Beach County Fire Rescue has done an excellent job. I've got my paramedic patch. They've taken us to a whole nother level of being a paramedic with some of the training that we've done with traumatic emergency casualty care and stuff, tourniquets, Israeli bandages, things like that, and controlling wound bleeding and stuff like that.
With that said, was it still jarring?
I'm sorry?
With that said, all your experience, was it still jarring to see?
Um,
upon arrival?
I've been EMS for over 25 years. I've seen a lot of things. I just approached it and took care of the problem as it came across.
Would you agree with the doctor here, though, that as far as shark bites you've seen, it was one of the worst?
I have a vested interest in this subject because I've been through it. So I kind of pay attention to a lot of the stuff, and I pay attention to when those things happen, and I've seen it quite. That's one of the worst ones I've seen, definitely.
And what was your immediate treatment plan?
Once we saw it, we were getting a lot of information from the caller through our dispatch. They feeds information to us, so we were trying to piece together exactly what we were dealing with when we got there. So we had all the right equipment we needed to deal with the worst case scenario. So we always prepare for that. And the first thing I walked up and realized how bad the bleeding was, because there was a lot of blood everywhere. And we have to keep a tourniquet on me so I can quickly apply it. Applied that. That was the first thing to take care of, and applied it over top of Eva, the woman that helped take care of him, her tourniquet. And then I started on bandaging it, went into our trauma kit, and started bandaging it from there to control the bleeding even more, because we didn't want him to lose any more blood than he already had.
What are the keys to proper tourniquet application?
You want to have it as high as you can up on the arm. Get it, the Velcro pulled in tight, wrap it down, get it down, and then there's a little butterfly wing, and you flip that around and get it as tight as you can, as tight as it'll go, and you rinse it down. He was already in a lot of pain. He wasn't talking to us, he was conscious, but he wasn't really talking to us because he was dealing with so much pain at the time. He was so focused on just dealing with the moment. He tolerated, there was no tolerating the tourniquet because he couldn't feel anything else because of the pain he was dealing. So it wasn't a problem for him to deal with that.
Did you meet him right on the beach?
Yes, ma'am. We had where he was at was in a difficult place. It's on all the way on the south end of Lost Tree. I'm familiar with Lost Tree. We go in there a lot. We do a lot of training with their agency, with their security force. So we're familiar with the property at Lost Tree. So we had a really good idea. We had good information to get us to the location as fast as we could.
And then he loaded him in the ambulance and took him to the hospital right away, right?
Correct. So we were first on scene. I drive a ladder truck, so we don't transport on a ladder truck. With the information we got, we didn't have a rescue truck assigned to our call yet because all we knew was a traumatic injury. So as soon as we started getting information, we started realizing how this was severe, and we were going to need to send him to the hospital. And we noticed our dispatch requested a rescue truck to respond, and we got a rescue to respond and transport.
And that makeshift tourniquet that the woman tied on his arm, do you
Yes.
think that saved him his parts of his arm in some way?
I don't know if it saved his arm. It may have saved his life.
Okay.
I would. This is speculation, but if you were swimming south, correct?
Yeah.
That was the last crossover before you get into MacArthur Park. If you'd have swam another 5 minutes with the current moving to where it was, he would have been in MacArthur Park, and there probably wouldn't have been anybody there to help him, and he potentially could have bled to death. So there was a lot of good luck that came in there with.
Just the position where I was here when it happened.
Yeah.
Because usually I swim back into the park and then I run back and so yeah, I would have been down there.
Yeah.
I just was fortunate everything.
Yeah.
Thinking back to that day and seeing him talking to you here in this room, how does that make you feel? I mean, you saw him at the worst moment, and now he's in recovery.
That happened just a second ago when I came. You guys were all asking him questions, and I came around the corner with my raincoat on, and I took it off, and I can see the color in his face that he was kind of lacking when we saw him and we put him on the stretcher, and him smiling and moving his hand. That was a unique feeling of. It's good feedback from, doing a job well done.
Can you tell me about your shark bite injury 25 years ago, right?
Yeah, I was Juno Beach. I was going into lifeguarding, and I went in for a swim, and the water was probably. You had your goggles on.
Yeah.
Could you see your hand in front of your face? That's something we have in common. Okay, that day I couldn't see my hand in front of my face, and I went out for a swim, and I was out about 200 yards off the beach because the winds were actually blowing offshore, and it blew me out another 100 yards. It was in February. That's right in the middle of the blacktip migration. I was a rookie lifeguard, just finishing my first year, and from another state, from Virginia, and I didn't know much about the blacktip migration at that point. And while I was swimming, I had done a bunch of freestyle, switched over, did some breaststroke, and the thing came up, bit onto both my hands because as you swim breaststroke, slams onto your hands. That thing slammed up into my body, and I had the presence of thought to say, don't pull my hands out of the shark's mouth because I didn't want it to glove my fingers or my hands. So I grabbed onto it and I shook it until I got my right hand loose. I punched it and it let go, and then I was still fighting. I tried to grab the thing before it would go, and I hit it in its back. And then I had to swim on my back. I had bleeding control. I just swam on my back with my arms elevated like this all the way back to the beach. But I was lifeguarding. I was coaching swimming at Martin County High School at the time. So
Do you have a guess as to which shark?
him, it was really hard to tell because there was a lot of. I had a hard time trying to tell my partner who was documenting the call how to give information for you guys at the hospital to document his injuries, because the best terminology I could really come up with is it looked shredded. Everything just looked torn apart and shredded. There were lacerations everywhere. It was really hard to tell. I was trying to guess were there multiple bites or if it was one big bite and it was a tearing, but I asked him at one point, I said, can you move your hands? And he moved his hands for me. That really gave me some good confidence that, he might have a good outcome. And then when I walked in the door a minute ago and saw that a second ago, and that's good.
Do you maybe have an idea of how big the shark was, or guess?
You ask him.
Yeah.
I know how big the one that attacked me was. It was about 150 pounds because it was about my size at the time. Yeah.
I just see the size of the bite. About 6, 7 foot.
And you were kicked by a shark, or you kicked a shark?
A few months ago, I was swimming and one swim in between my feet, I kicked it.
You don't know what kind of shark that was?
No, I didn't see that video. Just saw it fly out of the water.
Are you comfortable doing like safety recommendations for swimming?
Me?
Yeah, like I mean, for the public to know, murky water, obviously. Are there signs that you would look for that maybe not a good idea to swim?
Yeah, murky water for me, because that's the conditions that I was in, and kind of you are. If the water's milky and dirty, and you really can't see anything. Sharks have eyes just like we do, and if they can't see, or if we can't see, they can't see. They still see better, sense things better than we do, but they can make mistakes. And if they're coming up to even check out, they think that's a fish, they're going to find out real quick that it's not, but they've made a mistake and they've bitten on and injured us. So I usually, when I'm lifeguarding, I usually try to discourage people from swimming far out and try to keep them close to the beach if the water's dirty. You know, we live in South Florida. It's beautiful down here. We do get some months during the year where the water gets nice and clear, and it's absolutely beautiful to go for swims. It's great, isn't it? And but for myself, I've really cut back on swimming in dirty water over the years because of my incident, and just for safety and reasons. You know, we also bait fish is a big deal too. This is the fall. We get a lot of bait that's moving through. The Spanish mackerel, I think it's beginning to migrate through, as well as the mullet run, just kind of at the end of its run. Starting in December-ish, the water temperatures start to cool down and get to their coolest. And into January, the black tip run starts, and that runs from, say, around January to the beginning of April. Professor Kadura over at FAU, he does a lecture on it. It's great online if you want to look it up. It's called Sharks Are Snowbirds Too, and he talks about the black tip migrations follow the water temperature. They don't follow bait, they follow water temperature from 71 to 73 degrees, and as the water cools, they migrate to the south, and then as it warms back up, they migrate back north. So obviously I paid attention to some of that stuff.
You said there were bait fish. I think I remember. Did you say something earlier
I
about
saw
there?
a lot of bait fish in the wave, and I saw a few tarpon chasing them. So yeah, it was murky, and I can promise that too.
Yeah. So they're out feeding, and that's, you know, if you're swimming, it's hard to see that stuff. When you're lifeguard and you're up on the water, you can see that. That's usually when we clear people out of the water.
And you were about 100 feet out on the shore.
At least 100 yards, maybe a little farther. Like I said, there was 2 sets of breakers that day, so I was on the outside of the second set. So I don't know. Usually on that beach, how far is that out?
You're pushing 100 yards.
About 100 yards.
Yeah.